I let him hear me, and from that point on, he took me and was like, let's go on the road. So he's been teaching me the artistry and everything about the hip hop game, period, from that point on. So now I adapted that, took that along, and became an independent artist where I do everything on my own. I still rep what's going on over there, but I do everything on my own, and just trying to make it happen.
It's good to stand on your own, my brother. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. When me, you, and Red sitting in the tent drinking and having one, it's a good time. But when we on our own doing it, it's a good time too, right? That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir. And Cream, we from Connecticut here, right? And there's a small, it's a small market, like in between Boston and New York. So one thing we always respect around here is what they would call underground, but people that's rapping, they don't feel they underground. They know they spitting, and it's a community that they are dealing with. How is that community in Newark? Is that rap? Is it heavy?
Yes, the underground is still heavy. It's like it's still at a Stretch of Bobbito level.
What?
Stretch of Bobbito, but it still has everybody that represents that culture because it's the uncut culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, when everybody comes for the radio and they look for that type of acknowledgments, they always go for what's popping or what's relevant instead of going for who they are. So the underground go for who you are, and they pick you for who you are. Like you look at what's my man named fucking Russ. You'll look at a Russ and see how Russ came in. He came in on the underground level. The mainstream accepted him, but he's still underground because he only do what he wanted to do. Right. It's not the fact of him doing what the industry wants him to do to be accepted. He came in like an MOP came in. Like you had to accept him. Like a Dipset came in.
They walked the hard miles.
Yeah.
They came up the long way. They didn't get handed a contract and get to walk through with nice jeans. They had to work into the jeans. So because of that, they got the respect of their peers.
Yes, sir. You definitely articulated that the correct way.
Yo, we got General 578 saying I'm a Mr. Cream fan from day one. You know what I mean?
That's my boy right there. That's my boy Nasif. Yo, Steve, what's up, baby?
Giving you props straight.
Yeah, that's my boy right there.
Straight.
I grew up with that brother.
Stray Ink says, Mr. Cream.
Yes.
Okay, Stray Ink.
Yeah. You got people checking you out, man. Looking in, checking in. You know what I mean?
That's good, man. I got some videos right there on YouTube. Mr. Cream featuring Method Man. Who you talking to? Mr. Cream featuring Method Man. This goes out to you.
Yep.
Got fucking.
I checked them shits the other day.
I'm hot. It's a light bill.
That's all right.
Everybody.
I love it. He's like, I'm hot.
I got Mr. Cream featuring Method Man. Fucking change your mind. Bang. And I got Baby Mama out there. I got a lot of different songs going on out there.
Yeah. I'm listening. I'm listening.
I got a lot of joints going on out there. So, I need y'all to check in to those joints. And then even if you got a little radio station or something that you want to put it on, y'all definitely want to fuck with, please.
Hey, listen.
You throw that up on the app, absolutely.
I was about to say, hey, Cream, this is our podcast right here, but the podcast is on Elite Digital Radio. That's
okay, yeah.
So we have an app. The app runs 24/7 and it plays music. So yes, we can absolutely kill it with the music, my brother. That's easy.
Okay, that would be a beautiful thing right there. We need that to go on right there, man.
Hey.
Go down. That's why we hit it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I was about to say.
All you gotta do, you link up with my boy Dwayne right here, right?
Yep.
You link up and you talk with him and you get him the stuff and he'll get it right up on there and have it playing, bro.
Yes, sir. My boy D-Wayne in the building.
Hey, but look, since we here, man, let's talk Cruddyville, man. What's good?
Yes, sir. Yeah, Cruddyville is my hood. That's where I grew up at. My boy General 578. Now I said he know right what I'm talking about. We right from the same hood, Cruddyville, because everybody around there be extra cruddy. But it's my label. It's the things that I made myself as far as I finance it and I do everything myself. I'm one of the only artists. So I got my boy Confucius on there, and I got my boy Ron Boss, Art. There's my two other guns, and shout out to my boy Icarus, man. My boy Icarus, he's a man. But I got my other two boys in there. Freddie Bill is something I created. I created about 12, 14 years ago, and I'm just trying to build something under it to make it a nice establishment, like a Def Jam or some shit like that, you know?
Hell yeah.
A home for the artists. Yeah. Be able to hang their hat, bro.
Yes, and then come in.
Like with Def, Aftermath. I mean, come on, think of all the good record labels, right?
Yeah.
You want to be the next Jimmy Iovine.
Yes, I want to be the next Jimmy Iovine. I definitely don't want to be Big Red from the Five Heartbeats. That's what I do.
Hey, yes, Cream. Yo, Cream, what are some of the things that you
Peace, Loose.
Starting that, what are some of the things that you're trying to impart on some of your MCs that you've already learned about the industry?
I'm definitely trying to let them know that it's 99.99% business and 1% talent out here. You know, as you see a lot of people out here with no talent that's definitely prospering in life.
Yeah.
And what you got to handle is your business part, because you have to have, later on down the line, you got to have stuff for your kids. You got to have stuff for the family later on down the line. So you got to establish all that. And it's stuff that I learned later. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know this from the beginning to where I'm learning it now and going through it. But it's something that I could teach because I've been through it. Nobody can teach me nothing they never been through. Like my man Bruce said, you can't teach me how to lose weight if you was never fat. Right? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be able to, you got to go through it in order to teach me not to go through it, or what happened when you went through
it. It's like what Shy was saying last night.
Word.
Walk that fire.
Hey, yo, matter of fact, speaking of Shy, man, I want to send a condolence out to Shy and his family, man. They lost their grandmother today, man.
Oh, man. R.I.P., man.
Condolences.
Yeah, shout out to Shy, man. Hey, you also got another person on here, man. Gemini #1 says, hello, Cream. Got another follower on there, man. Sending shots out to you, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you talked about some of those MCs, right, that you have under your tutelage, man. Are any of them currently have deals or searching deals, or just doing the independent thing?
Well, my boy Confucius, he's at Confucius Music 10 on IG. He's amazing. You know, he's a dope artist. He's like, what happens is he's Spanish. So I call him the Spanish Mr. Cream, and he called me the Black Confucius. So we like go back and forth. That's how just dope both of us seem to each other. So that's definitely my other gun right there. Then I got Ron Boss. He's at R. He's at R on IG. I'm trying to remember the rest of his name, but Ron Boss, you know I got you. But they're fucking beasts on the microphones, and the thing is about it is that they come from a small little section from like the outsiders. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like two offsprings from the outsiders, because they fuck with the outsiders heavy. Even though I fuck with the outsiders heavy, you know, Z-Pace, those my niggas, man. DU, Yaya, those my brothers, man. I love the outsiders. So, but they're like a little section of them. So you know they're dope. You know the outsiders only do dope ass shit. Right.
Real shit.
He said, yo, everybody loves seeing you give me your story, man. But so you saying, what was the IG again? At Confucius what?
At Confucius Music 10.
At Confucius Music 10.
Yeah.
Make sure, yo, any of those people, man, your music and any of your camp's music, make sure my man D gets it, because like we said, it will be in rotation up here, man. And people, we got some listeners, not just on the East, but some nationwide listeners. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
West Coast cats.
Oh, I forgot to plug that joint I got with Redman Hip Hop 2020. That is just moving. The shit go hard. We talking about hip hop, like, see, hip hop is a person to us.
Yeah.
We really like explaining the form of hip hop. It's a woo.
Hey, listen. I listen to all them shits, man. I was
We were
listening.
just talking about this last night afterwards. Remember when we was by ourselves and I said, will we ever see it grow the way we saw it grow from 88 to 96 again, right? Will you ever see those generational walks of great musicians, rappers, and artists all the way through the 30s up until literally the mid-2000s? Do you think we'll ever see that growth in music again? Because you really think about when we was growing up, the music then, you know, if I had to pick about sitting today and I had to go back to, man, I'd go to yesterday every day. So,
Yeah,
will we ever see that again?
No, because they don't do nothing as far as artist development anymore. They don't develop an artist and make sure that he can make a record. Not a song, make a record. And once they make a record, they know that they can invest in this artist and it's going to be, they're going to see money back. You know what I mean? Now they go get an artist that already made himself hot. It's like a microwave artist, like they say, they just like a cup of noodles. They just throw it on him, he hot, they go in there, and everything is good. But as soon as he die down, it's over for him. Niggas don't care about this artist anymore. Right. You know what I mean? Like, that's why they never go back the way it was, because people don't care about artists the way they did. They only look at you as a money sign or a deductible.
That's facts, Green. And we always talk about the skill and the lyricism that's missing nowadays. I mean, there's some guys that have it, but it's more on into this harmonizing and talking shit about negativity. Like that's kind of what is this cycle right now, right?
Yes, whatever happened to the substance in the music? Whatever happened to when you can listen to a song and get something out of it? The same way you can watch a movie and get the same something out of it. Whatever happened to people being that visual in a song to where you sit down and you listen to the song and you sing the video? Yes, by watching the song.
Yes.
Whatever happened?
Yo.
Like now you got to go out there and you go make a song and the song is fucking I made it. I grew up hard. And I grew up hard. And the whole fucking video, they got girls shaking their ass. Like, nigga, that's growing up hard? Like, what the fuck?
It's a Ferrari and a Maserati, the prettiest colors that the rainbow can provide in the hair and the shoes, right? The Cavassier in one hand, the stack of cash in the other. It's like, yo, I am hard. And it's like, motherfucker, hard is ramen noodles, change in your motherfucking pocket, and there ain't no Jordans, them some fucking Sportings. So like,
yo, you got your brother sneakers on because he couldn't fit them no more. The fact that y'all sharing clothes because y'all don't have y'all may wear the same size, but y'all go to different schools, so y'all can switch clothes like that. Like, you don't know those hard times. You don't know those hard times when the lights went off and you had to eat food beans out of a can. Niggas don't know those hard times. Like, those are real hard times. Don't run up here saying you got hard times because your mother stayed out 3 days out of the week. Like, if you know a real hard time, my mother stayed out 5 days out of the week because she had to work all 5 of those days. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, it's different.
Hey, Cream.
Like, so, like, it'll never get back to the way it was because people don't respect music for the way it was back then. Back then, people poured their heart and soul and blood and tears into music back then. And then when they did that, people respected it more. But now, people coming in like, go to the store. Yes. Who wants some more? You're like, what? That shit is horrible. Like, this nigga got a bop to it, and everybody want to dance to it and shit. Nah, that shit is horrible.
yo, when you got an auto tuner, bro, today, you a DJ. You know what I'm saying?
That's all you need. That's all you need is the auto tune that's going to sound just like everybody else. But when everybody else dies, you die. Like, so what is the purpose of mimicking something that's not going to last for a long time other than creating your own sound? It may take a minute. And what people don't want to do is wait that minute. They want to just jump on and get rich. Instead of being wealthy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, yo, you said it right, man. It wasn't. And back in the day, right? It wasn't easy. There were no videos. Dudes were just really wanting to get on for their craft. They wanted their craft to be recognized. And now with all this social media, everybody's already being seen. Whether if they have followers, right? They believe that they already are some type of star from some false sense of litmus test.
Hey yo, fool, what's up, bro? I see my brother here, my real blood brother here. Hey yo, what up, fool?
Grimace?
Yeah, Grimace, that's my real brother. What up, bro?
Everybody checking in. Peace to his bro, man. But yeah, everything back then was all about the competition. Even though it wasn't about necessarily in battle form, it was like, yo, my crew is better than yours. We can rhyme better than yours. Let's go. You know, and that's disappeared, man. So shout out to you for keeping that essence alive, man. We love that old school hip hop that resonates with brothers that got the gray. You know what I mean?
Yes, you got to show them because what they do is they try to make us run out there. And I ain't gonna lie, I was a victim of Just for Men for a minute. They tried to make us run out there just for a minute up. But I just really man. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you want to accept me, so regardless of anything, because I'm gonna spit fire with I got a gray beard, a blue beard, a yellow beard, whatever color my beard is, don't mean shit. My beard matters. You know what I'm saying? So you want to accept me for who I am. If not, two words, one finger.
Hey, go ahead, Lord. No, I was gonna say, Cream, I mean, we just sat here and talked a little bit about it, so this kind of flow with what I was wanting to get into now. Let's talk about in your terms, in your words, the difference between a MC and a rapper.
Because to me, MC me lose the crowd. Listen. Yo, listen. A rapper get up on stage and rap his lyrics. An MC controls the crowd. And when I say controls the crowd, I have a lot of shows that I've done where I control crowd. And then I have times that I did shows where I just rap. And rapping is where they just hear you and they see you. But when you control the crowd, how that shit feel? They look at you. They see you different when you control the crowd. They look at you and see you with your eyes front.
They hypnotized, they're locked in.
You see, and it's far from when you just rapping and you just want them to catch your swag. I call it swag. I don't call it rap. Like it's a swag. Right? Because at the end of the day, you don't want to sweat. You don't want to rip something. You don't want to, like, an MC will get on stage, his shirt will be gone, his shoe will be gone. I did shows with my cousin, and this nigga threw shoe in the crowd. Not in the crowd came back without a shoe. And that's what you call an MC. When you control the crowd and rock the crowd, and you don't care about how you look on stage and make sure you don't sweat, and if everybody like you, and and these rappers, sorry, a lot of these rappers too, they don't put time and dedication into their lyrics. They just take it and they hear it. They listen to what's going on and they do what's going on, opposed to going far and beyond of what's going on. As far as instead of rapping to the drum that everybody's rapping to, pick a different whole instrument and rap to it. In that same beat that you're rapping with a person on. So you rapping with one person that do a drum, rap. Another person come on and rap to the snares. Then another person come on and rap to the hi-hats. Like, change the whole thing up. Make it your feel. And not come with what they're doing and mimic it. And just like, okay, I'm getting paid from it. Like, I get to
They don't know. They don't know nothing about that.
Yeah,
even the way he was saying that, I'm like, damn, that's old school. That's banging on the lunchroom table shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? I love that.
It much speaks to today's cookie cutter mentality.
Yeah,
banging on the lunchroom. Listen, banging on the lunchroom table, happen to have a bracelet or a ring on. Now you got a different type of. You got a
whole sound, right?
Yeah.
Hey, but my man Sean P, God bless, that's the best. Cookie cutting and spitting on nowright.com. They cut their lyrics, man. Yo, stop. I'm an MC first, man, and at the end about.
Rock that.
You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying? Like, but I'm not gonna come. Don't come to me with the regular old schmegular stuff that's out right now, and I'm just gonna listen to it and just be like, oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I listen to it because they like it. Like, nah, I listen to Russ. He spits fire. I listen to Drag On. Like Drag On spits fire. I listen to Sean P. Like, yo, when y'all can connect and do something. I'm sorry. I listen to Sean P.
Yes.
I come under this guy.
Yes, Red.
Like the fire. This is what I'm saying. This is I can't accept anything less, especially when I'm dealing with stuff like this. I'm on stage with Redman and Metro. How can I listen? How can I go around listening to Bill? I'm just gonna call him Bill. Right. Don't want to offend nobody. I want to call them Bill because they know who they are.
They know who they are.
You heard me?
No doubt. Hey, I got a question. This is a dude that your cousin put up. I don't know if I think it was on his IG page. Some OG and Newark that. Yo, talk to me.
You is not that. He is the original. You talking about
I seen that shit.
What is they something C?
I seen that shit.
Mike C.
How old
Mike
is the OG?
C. He is the OG from the hood. Mike C. gets busy. When I say Mike C gets busy, Mike C will take you to some of these niggas out here right now. The way he is. Did you hear him?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yo, he's a legend.
How old is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's nice.
Yo, I saw it, Lord. I think they said he was like 76 or something.
Yeah, I think it was like 19, was it 30 something? He was, yeah.
Yeah, he was out there with like Harriet Tubman in him, but
Hey, he a spitter though.
Well, you can say it was, right?
Yes.
Hey, so all right, so Cream. Now, with all that shit being said, is it disrespectful to call somebody a rapper?
I mean, if a bartender want to be called a mixologist these days, right? You know, I don't know because I think that you should want to be a rapper. You should want to be an MC.
You want to be, you present it into an artist, an MC, a rapper, or a hip hop. Like you can, it's the demographic, I think, of where you grew up and when you grew up that depicts how you name yourself.
Yeah, it does because a lot of people grew up after the 2000 era. A lot of them are little people. Like,
we gotta realize now too, we're at an age now where these young guns in their early 20s, you know what I'm saying? They weren't even a thought to us 30 years ago. So now they're in a lifestyle where we're well past it, not in touch or tune with them, and they're coming up thinking they have something hard, even though they came out of suburbia using an auto tune because mom spanked them one time in 8th grade. They had it rough, but like it's definitely a different mentality in the way music is presented today versus like I'll go back to Yo MTV Raps and sit down and like I said, I would rather watch the old school and see some NWA and see some original Dre and some Snoop and bring me some, KRS and bring me some, I mean, there's a ton of groups that I would prefer to go back and listen to and rewatch those videos of versus anything that I could really pull out of today and say I would choose today. And if I were to choose today, you would want to hear Mr. Cream, Wu-Tang, the groups that are still going from the 90s that are still producing music today. And I don't say Eminem because Eminem was after my era of really music. He came after that. Even though he's a part of Aftermath and Dre, Eminem for me didn't have that impact because I was in my 30s and making, a nice and having my kids, and music in the club scene wasn't for me. So I don't really bring him into that, not because of anything other than that's a generation that went past me. music came from before. Like, I'm talking De La Soul, I'm talking like Crisscross, I'm talking, bands that people probably wouldn't even know about or say today. You know what I mean? Like that Yo MTV Raps era for me was the highlight of enjoying music. But I was also a kid and highly influential. So is it because I'm old that I'm out of touch and don't accept today as much as I liked yesteryear?
No, I think it's because you're more of a realist, that you understand what's real opposed to what's not real. You can only accept what's real opposed to not accepting what's real. See, T.I. said it the best, and I could take it. I would go Hollywood if I could, but I can't. So what y'all doing, everything that y'all doing, it's cool, but I don't accept it. You can't be mad at me for not accepting it. I don't wear a size 8 shoe because I wear 12. Don't be mad that I don't wear 8 shoe. Like, you know what I mean? I wear 12. So this is what I got. So when I love hip hop and the things I love from hip hop, don't be upset with me because I choose to gravitate towards that more than gravitate to what y'all doing. I don't feel as though it's hip hop. If I felt as though I feel as though it's hip hop. I mean, if anything, if I felt like going towards pop, I go that way. But I don't. I like De La Soul. I'm from the era of when NWA first came out, when Too Short first came out, when DJ Quick first came out with Tonight. I'm from the era
when it was harder, bro, when it was nice, when it had the edge, right? When it made you want to go out and you wanted to go down Main Street and you wanted to pump on Main Street, right? You had the rip shirt and you was flexing. Like, I don't feel like if I was 20 years old today, I would want to do that the same way with this music.
Well, you couldn't because your pants would be extra tight, your shirt would be extra tight, and if it's sagging, you have a whole bunch of chains on. And
I can't fit in those skinny jeans, so I'm out.
Hey, I'm gonna stick up, but I will say this for the culture, right? It has flipped because back in the day, the mainstream was all the kind of the poppy, Rob bass. Shout out to all those songs now, but when it came out and MC Hammer, we wasn't feeling that. Now
DJ Rob.
Yeah, and then I was flipped, and now all these dudes that's talking about guns and drugs, they're the mainstream. But I will give this to the what we call underground now. If you're a true hip hop head, you have to search the music out, and there's a lot of animals out there, man. Like, if you're a newer man, they out there. There's just a lot of these animals. We talked last night with Shy, we talked about Hush Kingpin and some of those boys, but
Arsenal the Rebel.
I'm messing with my homie Heavy.
Listen,
there's a lot of dudes out there though, man. But
Crocky, you can say that, but if you think about it, right? We're talking about the drive-by culture that's assimilated with it today, but man, we lost Biggie and Tupac because of that shit. That mentality has been there, bro. It has followed through. You know what I mean? Since it's like. It's almost, okay, the original rap in the 70s when it used to came out and it had that swagger and beat to it, that was that Soul Train type of music, right? Yeah. That was that roller skating, big hair showing up to the disco music. That was happy music. When you hit the late 80s and early 90s of hip-hop, the street culture had taken effect. The gang culture had taken effect. Guns and crack had become mainstream and taken effect. So these kids grew up in a life of a lot of negativity and death and guns and drugs, and they wrote about that, and it came out, and that Easy and NWA and Dre and Ice and even T before he switched over and did his little rock thing into his back to his rap. These boys all came out. And they came off the fucking hip and it was off the cuff. It was from the life that they were living on the street. So while we looked at it as kind of a negative because it was gangster rap and it had death culture to it, it was a part of their story and it was assimilated into accepting who they were. And I don't think the deaths you see today in that music and culture are of the same manner and type as back then. So while it's always been there, while it's always been an underlayer, I think it really goes and speaks to a part of the differences of yesterday and today. and why you accept that music more versus today, even though those same things are happening, those same parallels and similarities are going on, and we say, man, it's tough to watch these kids do that today, but man, it's really always been there. But what happened was the raw basses, the KRS ones, they pulled the music, the De La Souls pulled it into a mainstream, cultural, easier to accept type of music where it strayed from the gang flinging. But man, let's be honest, you wouldn't want to throw a cassette of NWA in right now and jam like the old days?
I do. I still listen to NWA like it's like they just came out today, because that's the music that I understand. But also with them talking the negativity about the guns and the drugs, they're also giving a message throughout what they're saying what they've been through. This is what I've been through. These MCs, these people today, these people today, they are glorifying these things. It's different. Yes. It's a difference when you.
Let's be honest. Tekashi is a rat today, right? And Tekashi runs around throwing money and making music right now like he never did nothing wrong. But man, in our culture, in our day, can you imagine if you had that mouth back when we was running the street? Could you imagine having that mouth? It would never fucking happen. But today, it's like, instead of vilified, it's almost celebrated. It's fucking crazy to me.
Hey, Luce.
It feels good for somebody from the hood to make it, or somebody that's less fortunate to make it. So now let me make it, or he made it. Now watch this, and it's anything that has something to do with some type of notoriety, they sign on to, regardless of whether it's negative or positive. They sign on to.
But. And I think to your point, and big up Lucy, she said that's why she only bumped the Elite Digital app now.
Hey, you know what? Hey, Luce, hell yeah, Luce, because you know we don't play no bullshit and no commercial music.
We got to get you on. But I'm saying, Laws, the connection, it seems like hip-hop, which was when we came up, wasn't fully accepted mainstream. Now the mainstream,
we were counterculture.
It's sunken its teeth into it, and now the money is what is drawing it, and the violence that America has always been connected with, as my man Cream said, it's now driving the culture, and it's terrible. It's putting this depth in our young people's ear, and they blaming like never before.
It makes them detached. It makes them detached because they feel like if they got 1 million followers and $1 million, right, they really loved. But the thing is, take that social media and that money and that love that's all fake away and leave them by themselves for a second today. The difference is, Cream was like, yo, I had a bad day. Fuck, let's get fucked up, gin and juice, and yo, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Today, these motherfuckers lose that shit and kill themselves because they suck.
They use all types of drugs. They take them a whole total different way. That's first of all. We wasn't the drug addicts. We were the drug dealers during that time. And a lot of people are drug addicts. And they using all these drugs. And I can't understand it. Like, how can you be coherent with using all these drugs? That's one. Then you're a gangster. So you got people after you. And you high as hell at your show. And then you got a show so they know where you at. It's adding up. Like,
and it's today, it's crazy because it's today. It's fucking today in a nutshell. And it blows my mind because, man, all the way up until literally, I could say 2000, that type of culture just didn't exist. It was not
mainstream anyway. That shit wasn't mainstream.
They found out that they could make $1 off of these artists. And these artists,
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that none of these motherfuckers have heart. They don't have that. Yo, if you took away all their bullshit and their voice behind them, they'd fall down. You know what I'm saying? It's a different man today than that man yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Put a young homie today that's got that $1 million in that Maserati next to a Mr. Cream, and then you strip everything away, and the hearts are gonna be different. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, because they wasn't raised the same way. They didn't cut from the same cloth in a sense. You know, they didn't have to go through what we had to go through to get what we had to get. It was easily handed out to them. Because when we tried to do it, we're still grinding to make those songs to be that song. They came
We were
out.
getting pushed away and kicked down.
Now they get that one song and they come right out. Yep. But then you don't hear from them no more. That's it. They trying to live up to that fame from that first song that they made. They wasn't made to be the artist and be developed to the point where they can make a second song and bounce back from it. What happened to Fetty Wap? You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened to Fetty Wap?
This motherfucker.
1738. Yo,
I'm trying to figure. He's Jersey. I love Jersey. But I'm just saying, like, what happened? Like, because they didn't take time to develop him as an artist, to make him to the artist he's supposed to be. So now you have to look for him in order to see his music. You can't just hear it on the radio when you turn the radio on. But you definitely hear Migos songs when you turn the radio on. Let's go. Because all I want to think as we go out the door. They are rapping in breath. Like, it's syllables. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's really good. Like, I don't take nothing from nobody. I'm happy to be black. I don't take nothing from nobody. But when I look at real hip hop and I look at doing it and getting money from it, it's like a teacher looking at a real good teacher looking at a substitute teacher that just is going to get the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel the perfect kind of because I put my heart and soul into it to write these lyrics and get these lyrics, and you come up with this nonsense and you sell records. And I don't really care about selling records. I want to get my message across. Yeah. So if I get my message across to enough people, I'm good. But when you come up and do not even 10% of what I'm doing, and then calling yourself an MC, like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't take up space. Yeah, don't do that. It's like you bringing a bag of potato chips in there and calling that shit a cake. Like, don't do that. I know they no fucking cake. I see that ain't a cake. It's a bag of chips. So when you come in and say it's fucking hip hop, I see it's fucking hip hop. I'm sorry. Who's that?
Let it out.
We're gonna make a quick transition. We want to know how you and Laws, man. How did you and Laws come into contact with each other? How did you guys meet, and how did that relationship start?
Oh yeah, from meeting out at the show that we did. What was it? Boston?
Like so Boston, right? Red had been coming up to Boston for a minute and doing a show with us, right? So this year, I think this was 2016, 17, one of them, he brings Cream with him, all right? And so Red and I had already had our thing going, so Red would be coming back and forth to my booth because I always be providing people, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just Asia and the ties to the Woo, I always be hooking people up, you know what I'm saying, when they come. So they bring me Mr. Cream, and they're like, yo, Mr. Cream, this is my cousin. He needs it. I said, all right, what you need, Cream? Cream come to me, go, yo, I heard you got that juice. And we just won the High Times Cannabis Company for our juice. So Cream like, yo, I heard you got the juice. And I'm like, of course I got the juice, my brother. So I hooked Cream up with the juice, and he hits me up. He's like, yo, I'm going out. I'm about to do a show. I need some juice. You got to give me the juice. So we just always been in touch. He loves the juice, but look, Mr. Cream, I got some lemon cream, okay? Lemon cream for Mr. Cream. Okay, check it out, Mr. Cream, right? Redman's cousin over in my way. Look at it, right? Cordyville Entertainment. We got these beautiful lemon cream bonbons, okay? And they're 150 mgs. So I've got literally 11 to 12 different flavors. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna box up a box of creams for Mr. Cream, and we're gonna get you some creams, all right? Because it's been a minute because COVID kept us separate. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a minute since we got together. I feel like my brother needs a little love. So we're gonna get you some creams and some other goodies for Mr. Cream.
DJ Dice in the building. DJ Dice is in the building. What up, DJ Dice?
Dice on the checking.
We're gonna hook that up for you, Cream, all right, bro? Because I love you, my man.
Please, I know you do. I need to hold up, wait, before we go out of here, I need to talk about my album.
No. We ain't going nowhere. You got time.
Wait a minute.
You got time.
Before we get out of here, Listen.
You got time. Sing it. Tell us.
Little Wayne. Nicki
Oh my
Minaj.
God. I got high with that motherfucker so many times.
What? Pete. I got fucking Prodigy. None of them was on my album. But listen, I want y'all to
He said, "Bitch, your ass."
Hey, yo, look. And he had me fucked up when he said Sean P. I was like, oh shit.
This is some joint my man from Colorado gave me right here. This is a Nike shirt. I ain't getting paid, so I ain't gonna show them. So, but I definitely still got I got a mixtape that I'm about to do that's coming out. It's called 90 AM. And what I'm gonna do is everything is gonna be talking about what happened in the 90s. You know what I mean? Like, not all incidents. Like, I ain't gonna say going into Tawana Brawley incident and no shit like that. But what I'm gonna still talk about is like you know how we used to do when we get up in the morning. You go hang on the block. You can wear your clothes for 3 days in a row. Real shit. Real niggas.
Still wear my jeans that long, motherfucker.
Yeah. Like, I just want to do a thing called Night Experience, man. My album is called 2 Words, 1 Finger. So, we're definitely out here.
I like it. 2 words, 1 finger. I like it.
Yes.
And when can we expect this to be able to play? When will we have this to play for everyone?
Well, as far as with my album, I just got finished like at least 4 songs that I really want to use. So I think that I'm gonna still work hard on that, but the mixtape's gonna come in a couple of days. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm ready to bang it out. I'm eager. I was just upstairs in the studio. I got a studio in my crib, so I was just upstairs in the studio.
I need a copy.
Before I talk to you, that's what really delayed the little thing. But
I need a copy.
So I'm really working, trying to get that mixtape out real quick. Free downloads, free for everything. I just want people to believe in my music before I be trying to charge them for my music. I want them to want to buy it. I want them to rewind it and
get it out here, and we will get it up on the app, and we will play it for you. You know what I'm saying? We will promote it with you, brother. We will walk them miles with you.
Hey, Shah said the same thing. He promoting everything through his website. Download it from there. If you want more, contact his website and get more. So, listen, man, tell us about, let me say, we appreciate you being on. We appreciate you coming out and sharing your time with us, bro. But before you go, like you said, we want to.
Oh, no, listen, ain't no rush. Don't worry about it, because I'm about to take y'all on a ride with me. Go to the store, man. You got to hang out, man. Okay. It's an interview on the go.
Let's do it. But anything you got, we want to promote your stuff, man. We want anything you got with Freddie going on. I heard you say the mixtape, but where can people go to check that stuff out and be able to get some of that stuff?
Well, you definitely could check out. I got the mixtape on. The mixtape will be on CreddyvilleEntertainment.com, which is my thing right there. You can check it out on RedMansWorld.com. I'm plugging it in, Red. Yes, it will be. And it's going to be on. You definitely be able to Google it and get it from every other digital platform that it is. Whether it's iTunes, whether it's Spotify. I got a lot of music on Spotify right now, as well as the me and Red joined the Hip Hop 2020, my baby mama song that I got out right now. I got me and Seneca the Misfit joint out there, man. Seneca the Misfit, he's a monster from Baltimore. Yeah,
okay.
So we got a lot. I got the joint on Mathematics, DJ Mathematics album from Wu-Tang.
Yep.
Me and Red.
Yep.
I got some joints out there, man. So
Word.
They're able to pick up on every digital platform it is.
Okay. Make sure you get it to us, because it's definitely going to be on rotation on the Elite Digital Radio app. So make sure you get it to us when we get off of here, next couple hours or whatever. Shoot it to my man so he can definitely put it in rotation, man.
Yes, sir.
Because we will have that playing, my brother, without a doubt.
Somebody said you Red still own the couch from MTV Cribs. I don't know. I was on the floor.
Damn, yo, that shit crazy.
Hit him with them fades, yo.
Yeah, man. Like my man said, man, we want to thank you and bless you for being on here today, man. After all of that, man, it turned out to be a good interview, man. I appreciate that.
Oh man, it was a great interview, man. I love to have fun, man. You know, I'm always welcome. Yeah.
Definitely. Hey, but listen, man. At the end of every episode, we do I hit you with 5 random questions. We call it the Fave 5.
Okay.
I'm just gonna ask you 5 randoms and you spit whatever comes to your head.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Ready.
All right. Let's go with your favorite 5 MCs right off the top.
KRS-One, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Redman, Eric B. I try to give it some Ice Cube.
Okay.
You know what? You've been spitting them lyrics. He's been writing since he was 17 years old.
Oh, I don't forget Scarface. No, I can't forget Scarface.
Hey,
We'll give you 6.
I was about to say, you could throw a 1A or 1B in there. Okay. Next one. What's your favorite track, man, of all time?
My favorite track of all time is Put It to Music by Milk and Gibbs.
Ooh. The audio.
Little slow burn, bro.
Okay.
That's my favorite joint right there. I'm sorry, because I never seen an MC do like nothing like that. Like they really put an acapella out there and let it out there for DJs to put the beat to it. I was like, that was hated. Yeah, that's my favorite song of all time.
That's the slow burn.
Definitely. All right. Let's get into it, man. Your favorite show that you've ever been a part of, that you ever rocked the mic on stage with. Where was that, or who was on stage with you?
It had to be BB Kings for Ralph McDaniel's birthday party.
Oh, you performed on that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Up there with Red, and it had to be one of my best times. I got the best reaction from the crowd and everything. It was amazing, and it was in New York. And I had the ill New York line. That was that. I said that was back when Flavor of Love was out. So I was like, the Dirty South got it popping. I ain't hating it, cuz I'm gonna bring New York back like the Flavor of Love. Yeah. And I was like, yes. And this was, that was a hard one. I really liked that one.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, let's get into your favorite festival session.
My favorite festival?
Favorite festival session.
I think it had to be the session when I was at your booth.
Yo, we got fucked up. I got to admit.
Because I left everybody on the bus. Me and Red came over there, and then the street and everybody was on the bus, and we came and got high. I think that was my favorite session at the festival. And it was outside in the park, too.
Yo, bro, that was a good one. It was a good one, bro.
It was
in Boston.
Yeah.
At the Freedom Rally.
Yeah, the Freedom
That's
Rally.
where in that picture of Red, he's on the tour bus promoting my joint.
Yeah.
We was on the bus, and then we ended up back in my booth. And once we got back there, bro,
You're like, that was it. It was a wrap, huh?
It was a good fucking time.
Yeah.
All right. Last one before you get up out of here, Cream.
Okay, not a problem.
It's Thanksgiving. Right?
Thanksgiving.
It's Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And you can have any 5 MCs at the table, dead or alive. Who you inviting?
First of all, gotta make up for this. I'm inviting Scarface. Make up for this one here. I'm inviting my boy Too Short.
Okay.
Definitely inviting my boy B.I.G.
Okay.
Sean P.
Okay.
And Scott LaRock.
Ah.
Sorry, Scott LaRock got to come to this one.
Scott LaRock had them all. Definitely. Definitely.
Sorry, brother.
I love the fact that you said your favorite MC is KRS, man. This is my favorite MC. That Criminal Minded album. It just did something, man. It did something. And Scott LaRock was a big piece to that, bro. And hip hop was never the same after Scott LaRock died or got killed, bro. That's just the bottom line.
No, it wasn't, man. Like, he really brought an element to hip hop that was, he was gangster, but he was still hip hop.
Yeah.
You know how to conduct yourself. You know how to separate the gangster from the hip hop. As far as what
The soft edge.
Now, I wasn't in a line, and I never got caught. I never got lined up. I know that he was in a situation to where she was good. So, you know, I believed in what he was doing, and man, I thought he was a dope DJ and producer.
Definitely. Definitely.
Facts, man.
So I gave him MC credit.
You have to. Because
You heard me?
he gave the teacher the platform, bro. Brought him from the street, changed his life, gave him the platform, and that dude is like he'll tell you right now, nobody wants any smoke with KRS-One. Nobody.
Not that guy.
Nobody.
Not that guy. His pin is still 18.
Yeah.
No.
You're not that guy.
You know what I'm talking about?
You know what I'm saying? That's what
Yeah.
bro. Straight up.
And like, yo, because you can say me all day. I grow up, I get older. My ink stays the same age. Don't judge me for that. My ink stays the same age, baby.
Yo, man, Cream, you've been great, bro. We appreciate you giving you your flowers, man. It was a pleasure to meet you, man. Thank you for being a part of the Elite Podcast, brother. Send us that music, man.
I definitely will. Good looking out, Rodney. Good looking out. My boy D Wayne in the building. And my boy, oh, Freddie.
Cream, I'll hit you up afterwards, bro, so we can link.
Well, no doubt, man. Y'all be safe. Thanks for having me, man. I had a great time, man.
Hey, man. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for getting on here with us, bro.
All right, brother.
Appreciate you.
Nothing but love, my brother. Be good.
Yes, sir, D. Another one.
Yeah, man. I'm glad Cream came through, man.
For sure, brother. For sure, man. I don't know if did you get to do your shout outs, man?
Oh, man. You know what? I ain't even get to do my shout outs. Let me think. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to do them now, though, because I'm going to start it over. Who this Law's trying to get back up in here? Yeah, hold up. Appreciate you, DJ Jenny.
I left in my anxiousness. I hit the wrong button.
No, it's all good. It's all good. We just closing out anyway, but we ain't get to do our shout outs, man. That's like I said, I wanted to definitely start by sending that shout out to Shy. Condolences to him and his family, man. You know what I'm saying? On the passing of his grandmother. Yo, Live GB. Big shout out, man. Big shout out to Live GB. Put us on one of their promos from the show last night on Shy. They checked in, followed, chat with him a little bit. Big shout out to y'all. Dre_Scola and FTV Radio, man. That's Shy people, man. Appreciate y'all for checking in too, man, and giving me the love. And yo, definitely. Before, hey, and Lord, I gotta shout out that God of Illmatic, man. He was a beast yesterday in the comments, man.
He was, man.
Illmatic usually always is, bro.
Yeah.
He's definitely a fan down, bro. He's always at the shows, so.
Definitely.
Yo, man, tonight was a good one too. I'm glad it went off. It went a little long.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all. It was definitely fun.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? It was good. I like it. I enjoyed, so I hope y'all did too.
We getting there, man. We getting there. Stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. Hey, We be back. You know what I'm saying? This week, we just got lucky with a double header with that Woo Wednesday yesterday with Shy and came back today with Mr. Krim. We'll be back next Thursday, man. Y'all stay tuned. Appreciate y'all for locking in, man.
So lifestyle.
It is.
Oh shit, I forgot to hit it.